The drivers, characters, and events in TOECAR are fictional. Nobody was harmed in the filming of this production. Now sit back and enjoy the race.
Welcome to the Splint Cup Series, where today we are on the streets of Chicago for what can be only described as probably our most chaotic race we've ever done. Hitting a street course for our first ever road course in this series. We're starting out big, gentlemen. I'm here with Mike. I'm here with Matt. Guys, what are we in for?
I think it's going to be interesting. These guys are not too used to turning right. I know Ginger Joe's excited. This is the first time I'm going to be able to do this. But a lot of different turns of this racetrack, going through the city. You don't want to piss off the locals. It's going to be fun here today, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this in NASCAR has proved to be something to watch and see how it works out because it's just kind of a chaos factor. Very interested to see how these group of absolute troglodytes handle the streets of Chicago here for the Splint Cup Series.
Well, if the rest of the season so far and last season are any indication, this might be a bloodbath, guys. Yesterday we saw the tragic end of Walter Pressure. Today, someone else might meet a similar fate here on the streets of Chicago. Mike, speaking of injuries, do you have any updates?
Yeah, not good. Not good. We'll start out with that massive crash off of turn 4 coming onto the front straightaway. D3 Masato got hooked head on into the safer barrier. Luckily, it was a safer barrier, so that kept him breathing. But still just a massive hit. The sensors in the car registered over 80 Gs upon impact. And when he got out of the car, he was just speaking gibberish for the rest of the day and the week, all the way up until right now. He got in the car, he still doesn't know who he is, pretty much. He keeps thinking he's his dad, he keeps saying he won Daytona. So obviously he's not in a good situation, but concussion-related injuries are not an excused absence here in TOECAR. I don't like using the term concussion-like symptoms because it doesn't mean anything. If that was the case, DUI, Div, and Clink Bottles would never get to race. But D3 wanting to become the first back-to-back champion, he doesn't want to have to sacrifice this start, so he's going to be starting the race, but he's definitely going to need somebody to relieve him here on the first opportunity. And we have just the guy for the job. Buster Guts, he's back. He's going to be driving the 77 car at the first opportunity, and I couldn't be more excited. I love this man. He brings such good things to our sport. I was afraid we were never going to see him again after Bowman Gray, but you know what? He's just been waiting in the wings. Also in that crash, Mario Andretti had a pretty hard hit, not quite as hard as Tathrima had. Did end up having a cooler looking crash out of that. But after everything just going the wrong way for him every single week, both seasons so far, ever since he got out of the car, he's just been cherry red and just muttering, "You're ready." So he might need some counseling to hold it together for the rest of the season. And I would be careful around him here today. Then later on in the race, we saw a horrible crash that we almost missed under caution, but luckily Matt caught it. Harold Klott, he's not going to escape this one. Got diagnosed with full-body Chris. It's like massive Chris where your heart swells, except for him, it's his whole body. His whole body went into the seatbelts with a very hard impact. And he's just a fragile old man, you know? Can't take all that. So unfortunately, he's going to be out of the car for 2 weeks. That might actually save his life, considering Pig's Creek is coming up in 2 weeks. And the one Harold ran into, Rustard and Ketchup, very hard hit right into the driver's side. I was very scared. I was having flashbacks to Drew No Dollars. Oh wait, that's Buster killed him. Ooh, that sucks. Anyway, so luckily he was able to escape with just some cracks in his ribs like the crack in a Liberty Bell. But just like the bell, he's going to wear it in stride, but in 2 weeks, because right now he can't hardly breathe because of it. So he's going to be watching on TV in pain. You can see Bob Sled here. He got diagnosed with steering wheel mouth disease. That actually didn't come at Auto Club, even though it's on this list. It came the next day. After Bob tore up our 55 car, we were very disappointed, so we decided, you know what, he's not just going to get away. He's going to just crash our car and then leave? No, we're going to use him for some testing. So we went out to Talladega, took our hardest next gen that we had in the shop, and just ran every experiment we could. Also tried out some other chassis that we're experimenting with. Everything looks promising, but Bob's out in the shed until we need him again. But other than that, it's time to get racing here in Chicago. Good luck, everyone.
So that's just awful to hear. Hopefully Harold's feeling better pretty soon. Same thing for Rustard, of course, our Season 1 Goodies Trash Series champion. Going to be missing both of them today. First things first, replacing Harold Klott, it's going to be his brother Humphrey driving that car. He's almost as old. He's not 97. He's the younger brother of Harold, of course. But he's going to be driving that car today, maybe for a few more weeks. Jury's still out on that. But nonetheless, going to try to get this 97 car pointed the right direction after a really bad first 2 weeks with that team. Not only did they lose Harold, they also lost their crew chief Cecil. No longer going to be crew chiefing that car, regardless of who's behind the wheel after the actions we saw last week at the Auto Club Speedway, actually. Cecil will not be back allowed on the pit box as per TOECAR and legal rules. He might not even be allowed on the track facilities anymore, guys. But not only that, Rustard and Ketchup, of course, also injured last week, will not be in this 42 car today. That's going to be piloted by Everything Bagels this evening. Looking for a better performance. That 42 has been cursed this season. Daytona had a terrible wreck, got plowed way after the fact. Same thing really at Auto Club where that car tumbled over and over and over. This week, brand new driver. Hopefully that's the fresh start they need. But not only are the three of us here, we've also got a couple other people in the production. We got Anthony here today in the pit road. Anthony, how's it looking down there?
Kyle, I'm going to have to correct you there. I am not actually at the track today. I am watching from a TV monitor at home, sick in bed. I'll give you updates as it goes, but I will only be able to see what you see, so it'll just be like an echo chamber in here.
Well, guys, similar to concussions, COVID-19 is not, and I repeat, not an excused absence here at TOECAR. Shout out to Anthony powering through in his hotel room or wherever he said he was. And not only that, we're going to be embedded all race with this 88 team and crew chief Tristan. Tristan, how's things looking on the pit box?
Yeah, we got a really good car today for you guys. I think the 88 car is I think we're gonna do good things here in this PetSmart car. James seems to really take a liking to the track. I think we're in for a good one here today, boys.
Cool.
Well, best of luck to you. Best of luck to all of our competitors, but mostly Tristan and the Plot 55 car. But before we get underway this afternoon, we have to show you where everybody's starting with today's Mark Martin Fishing Lure starting grid. Great views provided by Chapel Drone, the driver of the official TOECAR drone, as we'll see here through the grid. On pole, Chunk Charles Wagon in the 23 Hefty car. This is a team that desperately needed a good run. Honestly, he's been struggling since the TOECAR season began in season 1. This is a great start for him today, though. Next up, You Can Hear Me in the 58 Target Machine. Also on the front row, trying to have a good run today. Third is going to be Yorick in the 02 car. And in fourth, he's seeing the Hat Man. He's hearing voices, but he's fast. To 3 Masato in the 77 car after a terrible wreck and concussion last week at Auto Club. P5s today is going to be Brody Kraft in one of our 2 ally machines. And alongside him is going to be Sweet Baby Ray Cyrus in the 05 Walmart car. Somebody else who really needs to turn their look around is Mario Zandretti in this 43 STP machine, starting P7 on the field today. And alongside him, the neighborhood menace, Babe Juth in the 33 Caterpillar car. Caution, no brakes. We knew that, pal. Speaking of villains, P9 today is DUI Div in the Jack Daniels 08 car after a terrible showing at Daytona. Kind of had a low-key race at Auto Club. And then rounding out our top 10 is going to be the 96 car, Koi Origami.
Starting 11th, we've got the other allied car, Cheesy in the 10. Starting next to him, we got Tom and Walls, the most hated driver in the 66. In the next row, we got Everything Bagels making his TOECAR debut in the 42. And starting next to him, we got Ginger Joe making his first road course start. And we got Braden Bunch in the next row, and then our Daytona winner, Tatu Masato, starting next to him. The Catheter himself, Chris the Catheter Keen in the 65, looking for some success here at Chicago. With the one of Muscular Dystrophy not having a good Season 2 start, hopefully he can turn it around like Season 1.
Starting P19 is James Icup in the 88 car.
Starting outside him is going to be Making Music in the 8 car.
Bringing up the back half of the field, Brad Oman in the number 4 Band-Aid machine will start P21. On his outside, we have Benito De La Pasta in the Plot 55 machine. Didn't have time to change the banner. We were preoccupied taking care of some business involved with the name that is also listed on that banner. So that Benito De La Pasta in Plot 55 car this week. We'll see how he handles the racing. You know what I mean? Tyrese Halifax in the 24 co-champion last season, P23. Bellagio Asiago, so close last week, losing out to his brother. He starts P24. Raymond Hans in his Raymond Honda starts P25. And Tristan's best friend Mateus will start alongside him. Shaquille Oatmeal, the first driver to ever race for their lap back in TOECAR history. Very exciting last week. He starts P27. And next to him is the 27. It's Conroy Rosario. Daddy McBetty in that Pontiac. Yeah, it's looking weird. He starts P29. On his outside, Walter Cooler, or inside, whichever way. It's a road course. It's weird. He's 30th.
And that brings us to our last 12 drivers in the field. Kurt and Kyle Busch in the 21 car. And alongside him, one of the Joes, Jake Joe in that 2 car. Starting 33rd today, Simon himself, kinda, Joe Swanson in that 71 711 Slurpee car. And alongside him is the debuting Humphrey Clott. Behind that, Pekar Petty gonna have a really, really tough battle ahead of him today. A lot of cars to pass and a track that's hard to pass on. And alongside him, Mr. Construction, Willie Studs. Next up in P37, Chris Call in this 3 car. They are not happy with this qualifying run. Napa threatened to leave the team, cancel all its funding. They're going to have a big challenge for them as well. And alongside them, Zach Outback in the Chevy SS/Holden. Next up, last week's winner, Limburger Asiago. You know, he told us before the race, guys, he won last week. He's in the playoffs. He said he's coming here on vacation, and the results show it. Didn't bother at all in qualifying. Going to be starting almost last. Next up, somebody who had a terrible few weeks to start this season, Daniel Suez in the 04 Sprite machine. Got to turn it around today. Arkansas Jones in that beautiful 67 car, starting in the last row. And alongside him, down under in what can only be described as a supercar. You'd think he'd have an advantage. We saw Shane Van Gisbergen did great here. The same cannot be said for down under, at least not yet.
Not so super.
But before we go green, let's give it to Jason Payson, hopefully, with the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Excellent news. We know the right pace car driver's in the car. We got him the
Sounded
microphone.
crisp today.
Maybe he was just saving his voice for Chicago.
Ricola. Whoa!
Whoa!
He's excited.
Oh, where's
And
he
he's
going?
He's going home.
Pit road.
Oh,
we go,
we're
guys.
going green. Oh my God!
Chunk
gotta
Trucks
love it.
wagon, leading us down to the green. Another day, another bogey. We're green at Chicago.
Boogity boogity.
Now, guys, this is a really tight technical course. It's going to be real hard for them to get through these corners. Look
Oh,
at the
making
two.
contact.
Oh
for the
no,
lead.
Yora, why would
Chuck
you
in the
do
wall.
that?
Brody Kraft's in it. These guys are going to have to navigate this mess, too.
Tatuma.
Oh, and of course the 43's in it. And the 42. Those guys have no luck at all. Tristan, your car, it might miss it. It won't.
Oh man, they're clogging.
Big. Oh, another one's getting turned. It's Ginger Joe making music. The 45's on somebody's nose.
Jason-
Here comes
Jason-
Jason. And the,
But they are packed up back here, guys.
They got to race back.
what a great day to be a virtual safety car. He gets right through that
Oh
mess.
my.
Brody, Braden Bunch, pardon me, losing every spot possible on that 45. He's finally going to get it righted here on the long back straightaway.
That was a sick moonwalk out of that spin, though.
The 3 Masato trying to chase down You Can't Hear Me for the lead. I cannot believe the performance on this 77 car. This guy can't see straight. He can't hear straight, but he's going fast.
Now his father has been begging him to get out of the car on the first pit stop because there's somebody waiting to get in this car. I know people aren't going to like to hear this. We got Buster Guts with the helmet ready. He's ready to get in that 77 to relieve to Threma.
I wouldn't be getting out if I'm Tatuma. I'm running second right now.
I'm sure that if he was able to speak right now, he'd be saying that on the radio, but unfortunately, he is nonverbal at the moment. Looks like the 77 got some damage, too. He's going awfully slow through this section of the track.
Sorry, I'm
Maybe
drinking
not.
a Slurpee.
Oh, we got big trouble back
Oh!
there.
Jake Joe is destroyed. These guys are all checked up behind it. It's a parking lot in Chicago.
Oh, Humphrey's
And now
getting through.
And it's
now
just
the
a little bit of traffic.
The light turned green. Oh, they're 3 wide, though. That does not look promising. Certainly, this doesn't end well for at least one of them. Oh! Wow,
All
that
right.
went better than expected.
They're getting loud.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
Humphrey.
Humphrey.
You got to save that car
It's-
for Harold when he gets better.
That's the inexperience showing right there.
This is a very tough track to make your debut, Matt. I can't imagine what he's going through. Looks like these guys will make it
wall.
back clean.
I mean, at least he's trying to go through the wall.
Well, let's take a look at what happened. And guys, this just breaks my heart to see this. This 23 team needed a great run today. Not even a great run, just a good run to change their luck around. Yorick said absolutely not, lived up to his name and absolutely hooks this 23. Hard impact at the inside wall or outside wall.
Nowhere for Brody Kraft to go.
Not at all. Nowhere for anybody to go. This is going to become an absolute traffic jam. The 48's trying to get turned
Well,
back
there was
around.
somewhere for the 43 to go. He just chose not to. He stayed going slow, and eventually there it is. He could have got through that, not going to lie. That's on him.
Tuma had a massive impact in that too. I don't know if we talked about that the first time
Oh.
around.
Oh, the car's
see here?
checking up on the left.
The
Man, that
accordion
looks like
effect.
nasty car.
It really does. The 45 is on the 27's hood. He's lucky he didn't get pushed all the way over. The 10 almost decided he would, though. Man, and it's the wreck that wouldn't stop. They just kept crashing. My gosh.
And somewhere down the line, they picked up again on the wreck. And maybe there's even stuff we missed. I don't know.
Oh, right there, the 69 got turned into the wall on the straightaway. And we see here,
Oh.
Jake Joe goes a little too wide, as does Zach Outback in that corner, and they just absolutely
That blew
knocked
the
that
motor.
wall down. Well, yeah, Matt, part of the safety advancements here at Chicago, that specific tire barrier is filled with sugar to reduce the impact. I guess a little bit got in the engine of that TOECAR, and his race is over already.
Green flag. One to your right. Still there, still there. We're checking up. Got one wrecking. Back it down, back it down, back it down. Go left, go left, go left. Keep left, keep left. Oh, fuck. Bring it around, we'll check the damage. Keep coming, all clear, all clear.
And that was the audio on the 88 team during that crash. My gosh.
It's amazing that Tristan can spot like that from on top of the pit box. It's kind of impressive.
They got screens up there.
Double cheeked up here at the Chicago street racing course. Yeah, so I don't know what's up with you guys.
Watching
Guys,
TOECAR.
Guys, if
Really?
I may report, I'm watching a race from the
Anthony,
top of the
what's going on?
I'm watching a race from the top of the Willis Tower observation
pretty
deck.
cool.
My sad sack of shit friend decided to pick me up in his dad's Italian sports car, and we're just kind of hanging out here watching the race. Can't really see too many buildings in the way. Just thought that
That's
might have been a
awesome.
problem. Yeah.
I mean, the Willis Tower is across the city from the track. That's not,
Yeah.
there's so many buildings here. I don't know why you went there. But
You know, I just figured it would be the biggest building. I'd be able to see it. I can't see shit.
well, hard-hitting journalism from Anthony today as the field makes their way off the final corner, turn 12 here at Chicago. Tatsuma Sato still in that car, didn't pit that reason
Tatsurima.
or caution. Tatsurima, pardon me. He's gonna be in that car, and we're green. He might get the lead here if we have a repeat of that first lap. Look
Look
at the
at him.
05. Oh, he's diving in there. This might not end
Oh,
well.
same
It won't.
wreck.
Same exact wreck. Oh, not. Ooh. They're
Oh,
gonna
There
hit
it
him
is.
eventually.
Oh, and the caution's out.
DUI div got a
Oh.
part of that.
Oh, he deserves that.
Look at iCup making it
Oh, oh, he's just getting bullied now.
Mario Zandretti said, I want to be a part of this wreck too. He's getting hit from every angle. Look at Jason. He's having to avoid another one. Oh, no, tip over.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
come on!
on.
Oh man,
Wow,
people are
lack
upset
of
about that.
respect from Cheesy.
I mean, that might be payback for Daytona. He was a menace in Daytona in that 08.
Oh man,
We're still-
Mario with a lot of damage.
He
Yeah,
went
it's not good.
pretty quick into that last wreck. That's not the most surprising thing ever. As we head down into turn 6, as we're racing back to the line yet again. James iCup making some moves. Let's get some audio from this 88 car.
Keep coming, keep coming. Inside, clear, clear. Stay in line here. Just make it back to the yellow here.
Oh, looks like we got
Whoa.
another one into the sugar barrels.
Raymond Hans in the Honda. He's probably going to be done for the day. Look at the smoke pouring out of that thing.
Very unfoot. Oh,
Oh.
man.
Oh, he's getting hooked.
Oh,
McBetty
why
trying
did
to
he
get
do
around
that?
him.
Daddy's gonna wreck him.
Oh yeah.
He
Oh,
was trying. Thankfully, that 03 got out of the way. Oh, goodness me. Looks like he might be safe. It all depends on that car in the smoke. I can't really see him.
oh my!
Cheesy. It looks like he should be good.
Watch
for-
out, Shaquille. We're good.
He almost had to get another lap back, Matt.
He can do it.
Doesn't need to now. And the caution's out.
Trouble!
Checking out the dumb shit that happened on this restart. It's as if they did not learn from the initial start of the race. Don't do this. I mean, Tom and Walls kind of made it work, but Sweet Baby Ray's, and you can't hear me, just hook together and go into the inside wall, cause everybody to check up. And then some people decide not to check up and just come flying into it as DUI Div gets pummeled multiple times and eventually flipped over here.
I'm not quite.
I said almost.
No. Well, yeah, you got about as close as you can get.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bam.
That's about what Limburger did at Daytona. So we've had 2 half flips. If you want to add those together, we have a full one. 2 weeks apart, of course. As they swerve around Jason, they don't know that's a virtual safety car, but that's okay. Showing respect for our celebrated pace car driver. But man, what a bad round of luck for this 08. I can't say it's not deserved though.
Yeah, fuck him.
On board the 03 of Raymond Hans, headed right for the sand. Sorry, sugar. Oh, he just clipped it a little bit, but that's all it took. This car is done for the day, presumably, after relatively slight contact. I guess this really is a next gen after all, guys.
A confectionery impact.
And then I have no fucking clue what McBetty was trying to do. I think first he was trying to sneak by on the inside, but then the 03, he's just trying to get out of the way. His car's cooked. We see here that 77 finally got the driver swap. Also has some contact there in pit road. What you can't hear me. What is he thinking?
He knows who got in the car. He's not happy. But,
We're already hitting tires in this thing. Good God. This has been the trouble spot under caution, which is crazy to say. Look at that, the 45 in the wall. James Icup missed it mostly, but these guys have all been brushing this tire barrier. Thank goodness we didn't put sugar in this one. Oh my God, Joe Swanson, Simon failed him there, making music does it. Everybody's hitting this. Oh no! Oh, the 76 is done for.
That blew the motor.
Oh, and there more cars behind that.
More cars are hitting the wall back there.
The 97 just absolutely walled. I think it must have been Arkansas Jones. Oh, there goes one of them. What are you guys doing?
I don't think we have any other blown motors.
Man. Can Mario have one race with all the body panels on it?
No.
This might be why we didn't bring these guys to a road course last year. That we knew they couldn't handle it. We thought they could this year, but we're clearly being proven wrong. Oh, you hate to see that.
Disgusting. Field doubling up here on the streets of Chicago. Maybe we can get some green flag racing in and get past the first corner this time. But looking at the front row, and even behind it, you know, Chunk Charles Wagon has rallied back up to fourth. This is probably due to a lot of the field going down pit road the first time, and then they all kind of hit the tires as we saw and did other stupid shit. So they went in to get some damage fixed, including the 77 of Buster Guts now. Obviously we saw him get hit by You Can't Hear Me when he exited the box after he hopped in the car. So he pit again along with a slew of others. So we have Mateus, we have Yora, we have Babe, and we have Chunk. And the most hated man in sports, Tom and Walls, is right there, right behind him. So we'll see how this plays out. They're already getting confused here. I don't know what they're doing.
You know what I think it is? I think they're hearing go inside, go outside. There's no such thing. We're at a road course. I think he's figuring it out. Where's the 42 going? Who knows?
Okay, we have cars trying to get to pit road. That's the problem. Got it. We're green.
And that's Mateus.
No
Mateus
3 wide
five.
moves.
Oh, here
never
comes
mind.
Babe.
I spoke too soon.
Oh,
It
Here
was
comes
at
Babe.
33. We all saw that coming.
Oh, they made it. Well, they make it
Well,
behind him. They did it. They made it
Wow.
to the first corner. Can we do 2?
Longest run
Might
of the
be
day.
asking too much.
Oh, they're making contact, but contact is welcome here in TOECAR.
Oh, no, that sounds bad in the
yeah,
back.
I hear it. Wait.
No?
All right, cool.
I think, yeah, the 48
Fox
hit
camera.
the wall. The 48 hit the wall, but he appears to be going and under power, so that's good. Got some people
Slew
who
of
pitted
cars
there.
on pit road.
Those must be people who got
97, I
torn
saw
up
him out there, or in there. Suppose. Like
That's what
swimwear.
torn up.
Cars in the wall.
by the tire barrier.
I think we're good.
They're learning.
They figured it out.
Big move by the 88 below Walter Cooler. Mario trying to follow him through. All hope might not be lost on this 43 car. I know he's missing the entire front end of that thing, but as long as he's got an engine and there's a driver in that car that's still alive, I feel like anything's possible. Oh, Ginger Joe is about to meet the sugar wall.
Oh, he missed it.
Somebody else didn't know. You can't hear me. You can't hear me, and the 58 is destroyed.
Oh, he's blocking
He hit
everybody.
the wall a million times. He's caused. Oh, they're funneling in. He's trying to get to pit road. Corey Origami can't get out from behind him. It's
he
this is a
and-
mess.
He and Making Music collectively lost about 30 spots behind this guy. He's
Oh,
going to
he's passing
finally
on
get
the
past him
inside.
here. I think
we're-
despite... Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
my
I was gonna
gosh.
say we're still green.
Oh, we got
lots of
pit road
cars
so
on
busy.
pit road. This
Busy.
is crazy.
I think a lot of guys tore their car up on that tire barrier exiting the pit road. They're trying to fix it. Meanwhile, we've got a race going on. Look at this battle between these two. That's, I think, for just outside the top 10. Our leader right now still Yorick, who got by Mateus Paiva in that lap 1 exchange. Speaking of Mateus, still P2. And
No!
Babe Juth. Oh,
Our
no!
car!
Our car is destroyed.
We didn't even get to do anything today. Benito de la Pasta. Oh,
Somebody else
we're gonna
is
have to
be
see what
crash
happened
testing.
with him at some point because that dictates some things.
Yeah, we might have to schedule some more testing if it looks like he's at fault. Oh, Babe's not going to be happy about that.
Oh, he's just pushing him back to the pits. The King should finish his last race. Never mind. There he goes.
Tom and Walls flies in, slams
Oh!
into. Oh, and he slams. Holy shit! That's why he's the most
No
fucking
caution.
hated guy at TOECAR.
No caution. We're still going too.
Oh, man.
Oh, and they heard about it. They're gonna
think-
bully the hell out of him now.
Still no yellow.
Kurt and Kyle Busch saw that all play out. He said, "Not today, asshole," and wrecked him.
Oh,
And the 55, please don't pass him to the inside. Oh, they're all
coming
pitting.
in.
Never mind.
Yeah, they just keep hitting. The 55 and Buster
he
Guts
missed
are
pit
not
road.
He's gonna have to do another lap with the torn up motor. Caution's out. We see lights on those ambulances back there. Someone has wrecked somewhere. We got to figure out where that might be. Oh, it's down four.
Oh.
Daniel Suez absolutely destroyed, and this happened after these pit stops. There's gonna be guys trapped laps down, perhaps. We gotta see how quick everybody got out.
Make sure. Oh no,
Oh!
Walter Cooler also blown up.
My
Guys,
gosh.
this is gonna be a race of nutrition.
Oh, and the 43. Well, that's gonna put a cap on the end of his day.
This might just be natural causes after the damage he already had. I don't know. That thing is limping back around.
Oh, watch out for Dewey.
I think the 32 is still our leader. Brad Oman up to second. Yora, I think, is not in third. I think that was where he crossed the line under the pit road. But they are racing back.
Absolute chouse.
Hey.
Ginger Joe once again tore up.
Oh, the off-season, pardon me, surgery not paying off. They're gonna have to fix that thing. He might regret his decision now. He probably wishes somebody else was in the car this week. Somebody. Oh no, that's
All
Suez.
three of
Suez,
these guys.
they're not equally blown up. That 02, pardon me, 04 flying past them. Here comes the 02 right here. So he just exited the pits. Oh, all this oil can't be good for these guys and their tires. Oh my gosh, there's cars.
No!
Remember James Ica.
Oh!
Oh no, let's listen in on some audio of the 88 car.
Bring it back, bring it back. We'll see what we can do. Bring it back. Just limp it around here. God damn it, James.
Heartbreak. And the 88 pit crew, their day might not necessarily be done. We've seen this happen to 20 plus cars at this point. Oh,
Brody.
Brody's not happy about this. He's gonna get by, thankfully.
Give him a break, you know?
I would not be comfortable near that 66 after what he did last lap through here. He's right amongst everybody else.
I hate him.
Hey guys, I'm outside the track. I'm maybe about like a quarter of a mile, but it just smells like nothing but oil and fluid. What's going on over there?
Disaster.
A lot. Literally, just a lot.
We
So
shouldn't
I
have come here.
shouldn't be smoking these cigarettes nearby, right? Like,
You may or may not explode. I would not do that.
okay.
Well,
Put the Marlboro Reds down, buddy. Nowhere safe, not even pit road. The volunteers are very brave this week for even going out there. Here comes the 97 back out. While we try to make sense of this, let's look at some replays.
Get the fucking hood up! Get the fucking hood up!
let's take a look what happened to James Icup. Just got it fixed coming out of the pits. It just got overexcited and drive straight into that tire barrier that's probably filled with sugar also, because everyone that's hit has almost killed their car or killed it, as you can see here. Just
He might have been
nobody
in a
can figure
rush.
it out.
The caution lights were already on as he was exiting the pit road, so...
Yeah, as we heard from that audio, very, very strict commands at the top of the pit box. I wouldn't want to disobey those.
You know, you have to think at this point the concrete wall will be safer. And similar to what we just saw at the 88, this was before that actually. Walter Cooler just wipes out. Look in the background of this shot too. That tire barrier, you're going to see Mario Zandretti do the exact same thing. Here he comes. Boom.
God,
That's where he got the damage that ended his race. Somehow things are not over for this 9 team, pardon me. Gonna get hit by Tatuma and turned. This is what actually drew the caution. He was stopped for a minute right from the line, essentially. Oh, man, as you see there. That's why Jason deployed. And as we see here, nothing but torn up race cars limping their way back to the pits.
I
Insane
don't
to
know
look
who we
at.
have left.
Not very many people, Matt. Not many people.
Yet another case of overexcites. Daniel Suez ends his race just like that and causes a big bottleneck of cars. Buster Guts in the 77 car gets a little piece of it. He has not had any time to adjust since he's gotten in this vehicle. It's just been avoid crash after avoid crash after bounce off the wall. He got hit in pit road 2 seconds after he left his box, so we'll see how long he lasts.
Well, After what we just saw, this race changed absolutely top to bottom. That's what we're here to show you. That's why you're seeing everything you see right here. This is actually what we look at in the booth. DUI Div is scored as our leader. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate or not. Let's see if the 7 is on the lead lap. He is. Oh, he's on the tail end of the lead lap. So this is going to be a very weird restart. Our leader is, in fact, DUI Div. You see him there in third on the small screen. Brad Owens in second. These guys are going to be scattered in between lapped cars because of all the people that were pitting. As you see, there's a bunch of cars one lap down, starting with Making Music in 19th. And then at the bottom, Mario Zandretti, his race is done. Walter Cooler, and so on from there. However, one person you won't see out of the race, the 88 car, James Icup, he's right there in 15th. All the yelling on that crew, from Tristan mostly, must have paid off, because not only is he back out there, he didn't even lose a lap. And that's not something many people can say today, guys.
I cannot believe that he's back out there, guys.
I don't know why we got the 2 guys on the tail end of the lead lap restarting on the front row. And we have some 3 wide action going on as well.
You can't very excited.
They're still trying to get sorted out. I think some cars are still trying to get to pit road here.
Yeah, we saw this at Avis last year in the Trash Series. On occasion, when people pit on the one to go, this kind of thing will happen. Oh my God, what are they doing though? This is way dumber than usual.
Oh, come on.
Oh, contact. They got it sorted.
Oh boy. Well, we got half of them coming in and half of them getting ready to take the green, so here we go.
A lot of confusion here on the streets of Chicago, but what's not confusing is that Cheesy is not the leader. It's currently, I guess Mexico's actually crossed the line first, but it's a battle between him.
Oh my God, the 48
hard
absolutely
lick.
destroyed the wall.
God
Joe
damn.
pushing him around. Oh, Joe Swanson.
Oh,
He's yelling to pass him on the voice commands. It's not working out, at least not yet. Corey Origami getting turned into the wall up there by Bellagio Asiago. These guys are hooked together. These cars don't have the tow hitch, let's not forget, but they still can't get separated. Oh, there they go.
gotta figure it
what
out.
the hell? I'm glad they got sorted because there was a tire barrier screaming their name.
Oh my gosh. Before another tragedy happens, Anthony, I heard you have an update for us.
Yeah, guys, I'm reporting from Wrigley Field. The track smelled like shit. I couldn't take it anymore. But apparently they all put on wet tires because there's just so much oil on the track. They're just not going to clean it up.
Interesting.
Looks like we got caution.
Yeah,
We
some
do.
of those wrecks certainly caused that to happen. We are racing back. Nobody pitted except for a couple guys in that first start, so this should be a less chaotic restart, hopefully. And you know, this is the exact thing those guys ahead needed. Let's not forget, the first 2 cars you see, Tatuma and I believe that's Cheesy, both cars on the tail end of the lead lap, they're going to get their lap back. They're going to join Shaquille Oatmeal in that elusive club.
Well, I won't count them because they restarted ahead of the leaders, so they didn't have to. Shaquille fought his way up there. We
Shaquille
can't
did.
diminish that.
Fair enough.
Let's see what happened to Brody Kraft. Oh, it looks like the 67 of Arkansas Jones decides to throw him head on into the concrete, because that doesn't matter. He's a brand new driver, just got his identity back, but you know what? He's going to take the lumps of the old Brody Kraft. Just gets thrown over there in front of Toe Mater. Joe Swanson
Oh,
nowhere
man.
to go.
Yeah, the Simon system got confused a little bit there.
Slow down.
You know, guys, TOECAR insider Rob Pockets is telling us the reason that 71 couldn't avoid the wreck, there was nowhere to go. Simon just kept saying back to Joe, road closed, road closed. And unfortunately, there's nothing he could do about it. We see the 96 just gets a little bit hooked with the 70 here. The 70 must have been furious. He absolutely refuses to lift, just hooks him into the wall the whole fucking way down until he gets to the corner. Good God.
He throws himself in the wall there. Or Corey does, I guess.
These drivers, they're getting frustrated, guys. All they see is sugar and oil.
Tasty.
Speaking of sugar.
Mateus, I have a humongous impact.
Oh shit!
I think he's
Wow.
okay.
Oh no,
Oh!
Buster Guts and Warren. Or not Warren.
Warren.
Conrad Rosario on the 27. There's so much action at the Chicago street course. We can't keep up. We just simply can't keep up. I cannot believe that happened, but it looks like everybody else, even Jason, was able to avoid it there. We finally have some calm here at Chicago.
This race is gonna kill me.
Speaking of sugar, bang!
Well, guys, I'm over at the Art Institute of Chicago, but I'd like to check in with the crew chief of the 88 car, Tristan. Hey, Tristan, how you doing over there?
Yeah, 10-4, Anthony. I got you.
Hey, Tristan, I'm at the Art Institute of Chicago. Do you like art? Over.
Yeah, I'm a big Van Gogh kind of guy. Big Van Gogh guy.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. That's the guy that cut off his ear. Speaking of crazy things that happen, I heard that you hit the sugar wall a couple times. Over?
Yeah, James kind of had a little fuck up there. You know, just rookie stuff. He kind of hit the end of that wall there. We had to get under the hood, check it out. But the crew did an excellent job trying to get that car back out there. It doesn't look like we lost too much speed in the car, so we're gonna do what we can here to try to get a good finish here, and we'll see what we can do here in the closing stages.
Good job yelling at them, Tristan. Honestly, whipped them into shape. You're a great motivator over there. Hopefully I'll see you later at the parade.
10-4, Anthony. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what he was talking about over there. I hope he's having a good time at least.
Well,
Awesome.
pandemonium on the 88 pit box. I hope you're having fun at the art gallery there, Anthony. Probably more fun than we're having, because this race has been a slugfest. Low bar, very low bar. It smells like shit here in Chicago.
Pennant Waves has seen something that has shocked him.
Yeah, he just kind of flailed.
He can't believe it. He too
You
is
can't
in awe.
believe it.
He too is in awe of Tristan's job on that pit box. He just gave us an interview.
Oh, well.
Car.
That motherfucker!
Well, while they try to figure it out, what I was saying, Tristan doing a great job on that box. Pennant Waves couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the strategy. That 88 did, in fact, pull down the pit road, which is very impressive. He just got an interview. His whole strategy must have been planned out beforehand. Thankfully, James iCup understood, which is actually pretty impressive considering English is not his native language. But nonetheless, with a bit over 10 laps to go, they got fresh tires, a little more
he
damage. No, he did hit
He
it a
learned.
little
He
bit.
didn't hit it so aggressively.
I'm sure someone will, if not him. But nonetheless, that 88 could be looking good for the rest of this race, guys. This is the, I say this in like a very positive way. I know it's not gonna sound like it. This is the worst race we've ever done. All right, before we go back green here, this probably looks a little confusing. So we want to just go into this. Not all of these cars up front are on the lead lap. You see the 58 there, if you can't hear me. He's actually racing for his lap back. One row behind him on the opposite side, Arkansas Jones. And then a little further behind that, the 05 of Sweet Baby Ray Cyrus. All of those guys are laps down, trying to get their laps back. They're restarting pretty close to the front. Let's see if they can do it. As Jason Payson pulls off. And we head towards yet another restart here in Chicago. Nobody pitting this time. Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
we got
Everything
one.
bagels.
We got two.
Everything Bagels on his way in. Ginger Joe followed him in. But we're green. DUI Div, of all people, leads us to the green. Muscular Zachary in P2.
Oh.
Oh, man!
Oh,
my
God!
Daniel
What the
Suez
hell happened?
absolutely destroyed. Chunk was in it. Oh, they're 4 wide. They're going to wreck the car.
Hey. Thank God that's a
Chase.
hologram.
Oh, they're wrecking the car.
Oh, jeez, he gets turned. James iCup's in it.
That's a terrible straightaway to be an ally car. That thing has been wrecking all the time.
And
He's going to be
stuck.
wrecking for the next 3 business days, too, with how this is looking.
Oh,
Shaquille,
man.
go around.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh,
is
the
the
70.
70 dead in the water?
He might have blew up trying to push him.
He's trying to get him out of the way.
He's shoving his way through.
He's,
no,
still, he's still running.
What
He's
a
just
piece
being
of
an
shit.
asshole. He just hates Shaquille Oatmeal. Thankfully, Shaq posted him up, got past. But we're still racing back to the line. It's like a half a lap to go here on this run, I guess, if you want to call it that. Muscular's actually trying to run that 08 down. That 08 has a lot of damage, but he is flying. Missing the entire tail panel. That's got to be helping him as far as downforce is concerned. You got to think.
I don't think wind
Oh, yeah.
has anything to do with any of this. I think he's just scared shitless and trying to get away from the storm.
I don't
You
know.
know?
It is the Windy City.
Ooh, he's got a valid point.
Does still have the wing on it.
That's once
Windies.
again to keep the cars off the ground. I'm sure that entire piece missing is going to help that. But he will bring us back to the caution first. Muskie Zach in P2. Brad Oman, somebody else who needed a good run in third right now. I don't want to jinx him, but right now things are looking pretty solid. And is that, yeah, Yora's still up in the front too. P4, let's not forget, he pitted right before the caution. Impressive he got back to the front so soon.
Man, this 3-car, horrible day so far. There's hardly any panels left. Well, it's got the back half of the car still, so you know what? Just turn around and drive backwards.
No, he might lift up.
That's the goal.
You know what they say about damage? If the rear car is damaged, or the rear of the car, pardon me, is damaged, you got wrecked. If the front, like the 3 car is damaged, that means you're probably doing the wrecking, guys.
And you know what they say about Up? A pretty good movie.
Remember when the lady died?
Hey guys, I'm just down the street from the track. I just heard a loud kaboom. Did someone finally flip into the bean?
Not quite. They did get pretty close. They were in the wrong corner for it. We just had an absolute Donnybrook in turn 1. Several cars destroyed. The 004 of Daniel Suez actually almost flipped over, but they were pretty far from the bean, I have to report.
What a disappointment. Let me know when they're close.
You got it, pal.
And the caution is out.
Another stunning strategy by somebody on pit road.
That's DUI div. That's our leader. He's pitting. Muskie Zach stays out. Most of the field, actually, for once, stays out on this time, at least the front pack.
Henry couldn't believe it.
He was shocked. Same thing we saw with Tristan when he pitted. Or his car pitted, I should say. Looks like they have some takers, but that's probably our cars that aren't on the lead lap behind them. We see the 65 of Chris the Catheter, Babe Juth, Joe Swanson, Brody Kraft, Chunk. You hate to see that for Chunk. This team has been to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, and to the pits right now. Corey Origami almost got turned by Tom and Walls in the background there, too.
A lot of pitters, a lot of shitters. Let's see what happened in turn 1. Taking a look at Daniel Suez's restart, they kind of get grouped up here. They're trying to go almost 4 wide into turn 1. It just ends in Daniel Suez getting turned to the inside wall by Cheesy, and 4 cars just slam into the tires as hard as they can. And 4 cars just get together up there, and it turns Cheesy into the wall. Maybe that's some bad karma from wrecking Daniel Suez like that. A lot of vehicles involved. Just a bad day for a lot of people. Bad day for TOECAR racing. This is embarrassing.
The start-finish line through turn 2 has been the most expensive area for race cars ever, probably. Like, we've torn some shit up right here. As we take another look here from the robotic cam, most of the field's going to get by safe, but not everybody. Here comes the 04. Here comes the 21. Oh, my gosh. Thank goodness the sugar was in those tires, because that definitely helped them out a little. Didn't help the engine, I'm sure, but it definitely helped the driver. And we see again further up, their I-cups in that one. The 10 got pushed for quite a while. Just a tragic scene here at Chicago. Let's listen in on this 88 car.
They're wrecking in front, back it down, back it down, back it down, go left, go left, go left, go left, go left! You're 4, hold your ground, fucking Cheesy. Alright, keep coming, drive it back, we'll look at it. Fucking Cheesy.
You can just hear the disappointment in his voice. My gosh. Oh, we're in the virtual safety car.
And see, they're just bunched up 4 wide with Chunk, Cheesy, I-Cup, and music, and just not going to work out. And then everybody just trying to get by. Jason doesn't have to worry about that because he's not real.
Chevrolet.
Roseanne. One thing that happened while this chaos was transpiring in turns 1 and 2, the state-owned car, the 55, Benito de la Pasta, he's going to get hooked by Babe Juth down the straightaway. You just hate to see this. There's no need for that. He gets hit by the 48 car. Thank goodness everybody else was able to miss him. But this is even more bad luck for an already bad day. We're going to have to probably attack that man with baseball bats after the race, guys. Well, maybe not. He's got Mr. Frog. Yeah, never mind. You know what? I would like to formally apologize to Mr. Frog. I did not mean any harm.
He has the hammer.
Hello.
The claw hammer. I don't think anything else happened.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Oh, never mind. Oh, no. Oh, no! And something else that we completely missed the first time around, the 04 Daniel Suez already having a terrible day. Oh, he gets hooked again. He was just on his side.
What was
and then he gets
right
turned.
to?
And Shaquille O'Neal, nowhere to go. Chris Call. Oh my gosh. And you know, for how many times that car's been hit, every body panel is still on that 04 car, which is insane because some people barely scrub the sugar wall and they're missing half the car. Anthony, I hear you got an update for us?
Yeah, guys, I actually have to get going back home. I gotta beat my parents back to my place before they find out that I wasn't actually sick and in bed all day. So I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Good luck.
We won't have good luck, but thank you.
We just lost our pit reporter. This is what would have happened to ESPN if Kurt Busch actually punched Dr. Jerry Punch.
True.
Well, one man down, but the show must go on. Right now, our leader, Muskie Zach, P1. You know, they were dominant in Season 1. They haven't been anything like that so far to start Season 2. Maybe things can change today.
I think that...
A couple cars back there about a pit.
We don't need to worry about that. Oh, well, maybe we do. Oh, okay.
No, Chapel Drone giving us great views. Of course, we haven't seen them too much today, but here comes the 08 and the
And
71.
Simon
yeah.
says to come in.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
The
Simon
08
said you're coming in. We're
The
green.
08 was our leader too. Like not that long ago, his race may be jeopardized from here on. They're 4 wide back there. That will not end well.
So
Three is
everything
getting
bagels in the
impatient.
pits.
That's Buster Guts.
Oh, and they made it through.
Wow, I can't.
How can
you know
they do that? But
They can't even leave the pits, but they just made 4 wide work on a street course. Take that, NASCAR.
Well, there are 4 painted lanes with the lines are 4.
You know?
That's true.
Thank goodness we didn't pave over those. This
That
track,
one-
bumpy as all hell.
That one lane's pretty damn narrow. I don't know what they were doing there.
Caution is out, by the way. Something happened somewhere.
We'll check back on it because this is some good racing here that we're not going to see any other place on the track.
That group 2 and
they're
3
digging
wide
the
back
wall
there.
back there.
That's just how bad these drivers want it, Matt.
Oh,
That might not end well for our friend in 13. Oh. Well, so far it has.
He's in the wall. Oh, he just turns across.
sending them.
Wow.
Lucky.
Taking no prisoners here in Chicago.
Heard some sugar spilling back there. Oh, curtain.
Kurt and Kyle.
Bellagio in the wall back there.
Oh!
Yeah, she knocked it down. Not enough to end his day. Thankfully, it looks like we may have survived that corner this time. Can we say the same about the last few corners? There's 3 wide behind this. I think Chunk was in the middle of 3 wide. I think he backed out of it. That was a wise choice for that 23 team.
Reminder, Humphrey Clott still in the race.
Somehow.
Keeping his nose clean, which is an understatement here because that's very hard to do here in Chicago today.
Especially for someone his age, it just keeps growing as you get older.
Brad Oman leads us back to yet another caution. Muskie Zach still in P2, and York sticking around 2 in P3. And is that our point leader? Tatu Masato, 4th, with his son's car in 5th, with Buster Guts behind the wheel.
Taking a look at what caused the yellow. This is the back of the pack after the restart. Oh! James Icup turned into the wall and pressed into
my
the
God.
tires. They're pinned.
That's
We have vehicles
crazy.
stuck in turn 2. Oh.
And he's back
And he's
home.
back at Chicago. As we ride on board the 88 car, let's listen into what happened.
Outside. Outside. Still there. Keep going, still there. Lock it down, lock it down, lock it down. Oh! He's upside down, guys. God damn it. You alright, James?
Devastating for that team.
No answer from James. So.
Why doesn't speak English, Matt? Wait, that's actually a really funny point. Tristan's been spotting him in English, which he doesn't speak.
It's right on board Corey Origami. See what he saw from behind. Tries to go to the outside. You heard Tristan calling outside, but didn't do it enough times. I don't know what I'm saying. Up and over he goes, just pinned underneath the 96 car. What a very unfortunate end of the day for that team.
ABB.
One good thing you see right there, when the 80, oh, never mind. I was going to say, when he got transported back to the pits, that might have freed that 96, but nope, he is also caught in the sugar barrier. Well, gentlemen, with how this race has gone, I think it's probably time to make picks. We've eliminated so many cars out of this race. We might actually be able to get a run. Maybe not. It doesn't seem like we should, based on how the rest of the race has gone. But nonetheless, Mike, who do you think's winning today?
I think it's our favorite terrorist himself, Buster Guts. He's back. He's done crying from Bowman Gray. He's ready to get it done.
I personally think our winner is actually up front right now. I think Muscular Zaxtrophy is going to get it done today. He's ahead of the Chaos and the Calamity. As long as he doesn't get wrecked into turn 1, he should be clear straight to the finish.
Well, for me, look no further than P4, our Daytona winner, Tatu Masato. He's been quietly up front the entire time this season. Let's see if he gets it. Second win in 3 weeks. Nonetheless, Jason Payson had a very busy day so far. Going to lead us to yet another restart here off the final corner. And Matt, to your point, I think it's all going to come down to how turn 1 goes. If he can get by that 4 car in turn 1, it might be hard to pass Muscular Zaxtrophy. But then again, that's been a very treacherous area of the track, so it's risky. We head to our restart zone once again. And we're green. Oh, and my goodness, what a start by the 1.
Great launch. Sensational launch. Generational launch from Muscular Zaxtrophy down into turn 1.
Restarts like
And-
that feed families, specifically his son, who's supposed to be driving that 77 car.
We're clearing green through turn 1. They're 3 wide into turn 2. We'll see how that shakes out.
Oh, Humphrey.
Oh.
You saved it.
And he's back straight. Going. We're good. We made it.
Everything Bagel's back on the track.
We've seen some cars get some really cursed wrecks.
Oh, they're many wide. Too many wide. They're wide.
Speaking of wide, look at Chunk talk all the way down to the back.
Ow! Keep it. Come on. There we go. All right.
They kind of held it together, at least enough to get through that corner. But man, they're on the edge of disaster quite literally every single corner. Look at Babe Juth, a big dive bomb underneath the 96 car. Oh, and the 45 is caught 3 wide.
There's cars like Babe Juth trying to get through lap traffic right now to have a chance at gaining some positions. So it's gonna be aggressive.
Oh, into the sugar wall, a couple of them.
Looks like nobody really was lost in that impact, thank goodness. Are we about to get a whole lap green, guys? I don't think we've had one of these yet.
Oh, we got a little bit to go.
This has
I
been
think
a
we
relatively...
did make it 1 lap earlier, but we absolutely shouldn't have because there were crashes going on.
Well, it's like we said before the green, a lot of cars damaged, a lot of cars off the track completely. We have a few more going off the track now. Why on earth are they pitting? There's like
a lot
20
of damage from that restart.
It's 4 to go. I think you just tough it out, but clearly all of their crew chiefs disagree. Then again, what do I know? You've seen the 77's results in trash, so I shouldn't be saying anything. Back up front, Muskie, Zach, and P1, and my pick, Tatuma and P2. We're going to have to battle it out here, guys.
Starting to get pretty strung out.
Well, you got to
know
think
what?
these...
That's just what's going to happen. You got the best drivers, all the rest of them already done crashed into the sugar barriers. The cream's starting to rise to the top, or whatever that
These
expression
cars
is.
are all people who avoided wrecks so far. We've seen caution after caution after caution. I would say out of the 42 cars that started this race, a good 33 of them have probably been in some disaster in one way, shape, or form. That leaves us with very few people up to speed, and it's these people you see right now.
I wouldn't even say that. Cheesy is in 5th, and he has gone through hell and back throughout the day.
Yeah, no kidding, actually. What a rebound for that team, my goodness.
And Dewey and Brody Kraft. Hell. They're going to come out of here with top 10s probably, maybe, as long as we stay green.
Dewey
and
with
nothing
yet
happens to
another undeserved top 10 if he could finish here. This makes 2. Daytona wiped out the field twice. Didn't really get wrecked the second time. The first time he flipped over and somehow kept going. Second time avoided all the mess and just laughed as they wrecked behind him. Might be getting another spot here. He's trying to... Well, actually, that's a car that's a lap down. Making music is. But...
Sure is.
Oh, Kurt and Kyle hit the wall ahead of them. He's getting passed left and right.
Oh, Dewey.
Oh, gonna use him as a pick, though. Oh. But that's another car that's a lap down. Kurt and Kyle also not on the lead lap. That's gonna be a spot for making music, though. I think he's limping back to the pits in that 21 machine.
Yeah, he's definitely off the pace. He's swerving it, trying to get some fuel into that tank.
Wow. Well, we're going to take 2 to go here. If we're going to have a caution, it's going to have to be soon. If not, we might find... Oh, there's somebody destroyed. It's Tom and
Tom and
Walls.
Walls. Let's go.
Will that draw a yellow? So far, it hasn't.
There it is.
Was it?
We have a yellow now.
Oh.
Oh.
There it is. That's why.
Oh, no.
Oh, Brody.
Oh, and there's our car. Miss it, please? Okay, cool. That's 1 less lashing for the driver of that 55 car. Unless he junks it here. I thought he was. I really thought he was going to. Oh, but they have the sugar wall ahead of him, too. Oh, Chris the Catheter. No. Oh.
What a move.
Wow.
I don't even know if
believe
that's
it.
for position. Who knows?
That's how much they want it, Matt. This is TOECAR. Every spot matters, position or not. You want to
It's
prove
like-
you're the best.
It's like going to the go-kart track at the mini golf course type of thing. Like nothing's really being scored. They're just all sending it and bouncing it off the walls and each other and not giving a goddamn shit.
Ooh,
Well,
gotta
the
add
employees
that.
are going to be very mad. After all, no bumping, and we've seen plenty today. Well, guys, as it is for Chicago when NASCAR comes to town, it's the same for us. We are getting kicked out of the track. We have 1 attempt at a green-white checker after how long this race has gone. Jason Pace is going to bring us in for 1 final time. Hello?
The city hates us.
Guys.
Oh, it's
Nice
Tristan.
doing you guys.
Sure, but we're about to go green. Pace car's in. The 4 car alongside the 1 car. Can he repeat what the 1 did on the last restart? Here they come. 1 final time. Very even start for the 2 leaders. York in third. Can he make a move? Oh,
Even
Maybe
run through
make
the-
a break
oh.
here.
looks like the back half of the pack, I think, made it through okay. They're still 3 and 4 wide, though, so they are on borrowed time.
Muscular's Extra is trying to hang on, but Brad Oman has taken the lead now as they head to turn 3.
And he's got a huge lead right now. Big margin over the 1. We saw how much faster Muscular's Extra is, though. Can he run him down? Does he have the time?
Don't look now, the 0-2 of York. He's right behind these two if something happens between these two leaders.
And let's not forget, if anything happens on this lap to draw a caution, the race will end. It will be over. You might not get that second lap. You have to move now if you can. Arkansas Jones getting past. He's slightly behind these guys. He actually passed the 77. The 77 is losing a few spots. He's a bit behind this.
He's giving it everything. Oh, they're all giving it everything.
Shaquille Oatmeal's in a very inopportune spot.
He's not even on the lead lap.
No,
Oh, he destroyed it. And the caution's out. We're racing back to the line.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it
Brad
is.
Oman brings us
Brad
down.
Oman's going to end up taking the win.
Well, he does have to get back to the line. We saw it with Clawhammer. The leaders started running out of fuel. Does the 4 car have enough fuel? He's the first one back to the caution. Second will be Muscular's Extra, and third will be York. But the question now, as they catch up with Jason Payson, who's a bit ahead of these guys, can they make it back? We are only 1 lap over our scheduled distance. Actually, pardon me, 2 laps over our scheduled distance. Chicago's a sizable track, though. That might be the difference here.
I really hope it can hold out, guys, because him winning at this racetrack, any racetrack, to be honest, I think that would finally break his bad luck streak. He might have to change his name.
Glad Omen, if you will.
I'm down for it.
Well, we have a little over half of a lap remaining here at Chicago. We will, of course, get you a replay of Shaquille Oatmeal's incident and see what potentially end. Well, not potentially. The race is over, so it's definitely going to end his race. But right now, all the drama's up front. Is Muscular's Extra out of fuel?
No,
Maybe
they
they're
all
just
just
getting
checked up.
I think they're trying to save fuel, and as they're doing that, they're saving a little too much and getting run over by the car behind them. Look at that. You see the 42? He's getting pushed by Daddy McBetty. I think the 42 might be out completely. Bellagio Asiago definitely is behind that. He's getting pushed to the apron by Babe Juth.
Hell, maybe the 87's out.
Yeah, the 87, he's swerving. He's trying to get that fuel going back in the engine, and it won't. Daddy McBetty, he's not on their lead lap, but a lot of cars are a lap down. Heartbreak for that team. He's going to lose a ton of track position here coming to the checkered. We see the 97 go by.
05 slow as well.
Yeah, who's that up there?
Oh, Omen's out!
Brad Oman, he's out of fuel.
Oh my
I cannot
god.
believe it.
The bad luck continues. Brad Oman will not make it to the line. Can Muscular's Extra? Looks like you can't hear me. He's out of fuel as well. Oh, man, he's playing it smart. He's so far behind the pace car.
As they come past DeMar Hamulins there.
He's holding a speed. He's pretty far behind the pace car, but this is the same speed he's been running the whole time. Can he actually make it back? He's so close. Victory, pardon me, is at his fingertips. I think he's slowing down a little bit. So far, he's still going, though. You got to think, too, Yora right behind. This could be another win for that 0-2. The 1 car. He's never won a race. Can this be the first? Oh, he's out.
Oh, he slows.
Oh, where is he?
He got it back.
Dude.
They're touring with us.
He
Straight up
saved.
edging.
He tried to save fuel uphill. We saw that not work for Marcus Ambrose once. It worked for him there. Not much further to go now. Oh, he's pitting! He's
Oh!
Are they all pit? No, they're not all pitting. Why would you pit? He's still going to cross the line first.
Unless his stalls before the line.
Oh,
Where are these
come
guys'
on.
pit stalls?
We'll
They're
never
by the
beat
line
the
now.
allegation. Oh, come on.
It's right here. Muscular's Extra.
Wins in
Wins it in pit road. That's my pick. Yippee.
No fuel. He's out. Look at the leaderboard. But he got to the line. Muscular.
That's amazing.
What in the world did we just see?
You're gonna get second. DUI did. We talked about an undeserved
Tire.
He's gonna get third. A podium finish. No fuel. They're all out of fuel. The fourth place is gonna be the 77 car. Buster Guts getting a great finish for Tethrima. That team really, really, really needed that. Wow. Did the 48 actually make it? I think he might have.
Dude, Chunky Charles gets a top 10. He also ran out of fuel and was a lap down, but he still manages a top 10 after whatever, that was a wild race for him.
Well, we're going to have to go over the standings and see how it all shakes out as scoring comes in here. Let's not forget, cars are either towing or pacing back to the pits. 65, oiling it down one last time, and immediately leaving the track. Wow, let's look at what happened.
Let's take a look at what brought out that final caution at the end of the race. Shaquille Oatmeal going middle of 3, gets the 87 clear, but into the wall he goes. But he's got to make this one more corner. Nope, into the sugar barrier. And that just blows it up, dumps oil all over the racetrack. The officials could smell it and they had to throw the caution.
Yeah, I mean, you see why right there. 13's going slow on his own.
Then we're going to take a look at what happened to Brad Oman here on the closing lap. All he had to do was make it back to the start-finish line. And, well, unfortunately, he couldn't do that. As you see, he pulls over there. He knows he's out of fuel right there. And I feel the heartbreak. That's a tough way to lose a race.
Yeah, that car's pretty clean too, so he had a pretty ideal day, all things considered, going until that. Not a lot of controversy or action surrounding the 4-car. He let everybody else crash, and he's just swerving it, trying to get anything. Not exactly sure where he shook out to finish, but we'll find that out.
Ultimately, I think I blame us, guys. We talked about how he might win. I think we just jinxed him. This is a man with existing bad luck, and I think we made it worse. Well, out of all the races we've seen in TOECAR, that was definitely one of them. Big congratulations to the one team, Muscular Zactrophy, finally finding victory lane after being our Season 1 championship favorite, arguably. Finally getting into victory lane for the first time. York in second. DUI Div gets third. To 3 Masato is going to be scored with a 4th place finish. However, Buster Guts is the reason that they're there. Big shout out to Buster for not killing anybody and getting a top 5. And speaking of top 5s, despite the heartbreak that I'm sure that team feels, Brad Oman still going to get 5th today.
Just a heartbreak all around, especially for that 4 team, but also for everybody who had to show up for this, especially the pit crews. They just watched every one of their drivers just tear shit up, get sugar into the engines. That was embarrassing for the drivers, but you know what? It was a pretty entertaining race. Plenty to talk about. As a commentator, I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really call it a race. It was more of a showing, a display, if you will, of incompetence and impatience and overall lack of brain function. But yeah, I was thoroughly entertained. It really, even though we were finishing under caution, it was a gripping finish. You just did not know what was coming next.
Yeah, unfortunately, obviously I was only here for the last green white checkered in the booth, but I mean I saw everything unfold obviously right in front of me. Just an insane race, if you want to call it that. A lot of controversy, I don't know if controversy is even the right word for it, but like there's just a lot to unpack here. I think the series, TOECAR in general really needs to reconsider if road courses are a move in the future, and if so, how are they going to prevent these things from happening? But because we tore up a lot of shit today, and we like seeing the chaos, but we don't like seeing it the entirety of the race, and I don't know, it's just something that we're gonna have to circle back to here. But nonetheless, congratulations to the one team. They did a phenomenal job. Even if it is a little Mickey Mouse, they did a phenomenal job having enough fuel get to the end there.
Yeah,
it was
well,
really close.
With your 32nd place finish, I think you're just mad 'cause bad.
I wasn't even mad.
You're just mad 'cause bad.
One of our TOECAR reporters, Cardwar, is actually letting us know right now, collectively between our trip to Clawhammer yesterday for the Trash Series and our race today here in the streets of Chicago, when you combine damages to both the cars and the environment, we racked up $157,200,359 worth of damages. That has to be a record, certainly.
Double it and give it to the next person.
Criminal damage challenge.
From the tent we're calling the race at here at Chicago, to wherever you're listening to this today, thank you, Godspeed, and good night.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go. Get out.
Muskie Zach.
Put the fucking thing on the whore!
Well, that was a race. Let's never do that again.